Hi, my name is Muhammad Aizat bin Azhar and I will talk about brains. Human brains can be divided into three parts, which is the front brain, midbrain, and then the hindbrain. The cerebrum is placed on the front brain, and then the midbrain will make up for the brainstem parts, and the hindbrain will have the cerebellum part. And then, to be more specific, there is a few parts of the brain which regulates the things in our body, such as the occipital lobe. uh, Occipital lobe, it will process the visual image that we see, and then there is a temporal lobe that it functions, which process the sound and process the sound, and then there will be hippocampus and amygdala, if I'm not mistaken. It is for regulating the emotions of ourselves, and then there will be the brainstem, which the function of it, one of the function of it is to send the signal to the from the brain to the body. Brain contains billions of nerve cells that regulates the emotions, thoughts, and movement of the body, and there is a complicated highway of nerves from the brain to the cerebrum. Is the largest part of the brain, and the outermost layer, called cerebral cortex, is very folded and wrinkly to increase the brain surface area. The right side of the brain will control the left side of the body, and the left side of the brain will control the right side of the body. Brain hemisphere can be divided into four lobes, which is frontal for processing, thinking, organizing, parietal for the sensory info such as taste, temperature, occipital for the image visualization of the image from the eyes, and then the last one is temporal for the processing the info we get from the sensory, like taste, smell, temperature. Cerebellum is the wrinkled ball of tissue under your brain, and it will process the info that you get from the eyes, muscles, or smells, and then coordinate your movement of brain structure that control memories and emotion. First is the thalamus. It is act as a gatekeeper between the brain hemisphere and the spinal cord. Second one is the hypothalamus. It regulates emotions and body temperature. The third one is hippocampus. It is used to send the memories to appropriate part of the brain and then recall it. Peripheral nervous system is the nerve cells in your body, and it acts as a communication relay between the extremities and your brain, such as you touch a hot stove and then in a split second you will take back your finger. Cells such as neurons have two main branches, which is first dendrites to receive information, and the second one is axon to carry out information outwards. Nerve cells communicate through electrical impulse. As the impulse goes through the tip of the axon, it will trigger the release of neurotransmitter, the chemical that act as message, and then the neurotransmitter will move through the between the gap of the nerve cell, which we call synapse, and then it will attach itself to the receiving end, and then the process from cell to cell, neuron to neuron, will occur until it reach its desired destination. That's how you talk, how you think. The process is very fast from neuron to neuron. That's all. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Suhaima binti Razali and I will talk about memory. Memory is our ability to encode, store, retain and subsequently recall information and past experience in the human brain. Memory is often understood as an informational processing system. Human memory involves the ability to both preserve and recover information we have learned or experienced. As we all know, however, this is not a flawless process. Sometimes we forgot or misremember things. Sometimes things are not properly encoded in memory in the first place. In order to form new memories, information must be changed into a usable form which occurs through the process known as encoding. Once the information has been successfully encoded, it must be stored in memory for the later use. There are 3 stages of memory. The first one is encoding, which is registration. During encoding, it is the process of receiving, processing, and combining information. It allows information from outside world to reach our sense in the form of chemical and physical stimuli. The second stage is storage. It is a creation of permanent record of encoded information. It is the second memory stage or process we maintain information over periods of time. The third stage is retrieve, which is recalling back of stored information in response to some cue. There are 3 types of memory, which is sensory memory, short-term memory, and long-term memory. Sensory memory allows individuals to retain impression of sensory information after the original stimuli has ceased. One of the common examples is fast-moving light in darkness. If you ever lit a sparkles or watch traffic rush by night, the light will leave a trail for you. Short-term memory is also known as working memory. It holds only a few items and only lasts for about 20 seconds. However, items can be moved from short-term memory to long-term memory via a process like a rehearsal. Long-term memories are all the memories we hold for a period of longer time than a few seconds. It encompasses everything from what we learned in the first grade. It has incredibly fast storage capacity, and some last from time they created until we die.